Our next young lawyer is Jason Kafoury from Portland, Oregon. He works in the firm of Kafoury and McDonald. He's a little tired. McDougall, sorry. I got the McDonald case is in the museum. I had that on my mind. Kafoury and McDougall. He's just come off a 3-week trial where he represented a policeman who was a whistleblower against other police, and he just got a $750,000 verdict. So
today. Yeah, I work with my dad, Greg Kafoury, and his law partner, Mark McDougall. Our law firm is a little bit different than most law firms in Oregon. We actually get to court and do civil jury trials 8 to 10 times a year. A couple years ago, we had 15 trials in 1 year. What's happening in our country is that, especially people from my generation, they don't get to court. We don't get jury trials. Yes, talking about how beautiful the system is and how wonderful the community coming together to make decisions should be is what's sadly missing in our society. And I think that everybody in this room that's a trial lawyer needs to remember what Charlie Merton, who used to be of counsel at our firm, told my dad a few years back. For all these years, we've been operating as trial lawyers with the wrong model. We've been settling our good cases, and we've been taking the tough ones to trial and losing. No, what we need to do is when we have a righteous case, when we have a case that we know we're gonna win, when we know we're gonna get big media attention for, when we know we're gonna get the word out about something that's a huge injustice in our society, that's the case where, you know what, we should all let it all out and take it to the courthouse. This last one that I got a jury verdict today on, I waited all day yesterday in court. The jury was out for 8 hours after a 3-week trial, and I was supposed to leave yesterday to get here at 10 a.m., so I bumped it to the red eye thinking, well, they'll come in with a verdict yesterday. Instead, I come and I get a text message at 2 o'clock today with a $750,000 verdict on my cell phone. But this was a righteous case. This was a guy who stood up for his First Amendment rights to challenge bad police officers, a chief of police and others that had papered his file and gotten rid of him. And when he got his job back through arbitration, they went and they Brady listed him, which means they sent to the district attorney 250 pages calling him a liar, which means his law enforcement career as a 37-year-old man was over. And that was it. And I said to myself when I picked up that case, this needs to go to court. This needs to be told, and that's what we did. And what we do, unlike so many law firms in Oregon, and I'm sure around the country, is we embrace media attention for big cases that deserve to be told. And we tell the story. And when Ralph says, what are we gonna do to get all of the communities out there to understand that civil jury trials is where justice happens, we need to go out, take our good cases to trial, and tell those stories, get that media attention, and allow people to see that there are cases worth spending all the time and resources out there in this world. I was happy to see that my wife, who can't be here today, sadly, she has a book in school that she's studying, and what's in there under persuasive literature? The hot coffee case. And what's cited? Center for Justice and Democracy. And this is a textbook that's out there. When we talk about what we're gonna do to be able to change cultural perceptions about the jury trial, we need to get out there and try cases. We need to try our good cases, and we need to not be afraid of the media, and we need to tell folks that We believe in juries. It's the only thing in our democratic society that's not corruptible, and we all in this room and all the states that we're from need to make a better effort to get out there and stop this vanishing jury trials. Thank you.